Hello! Today I'm going to talk about how to make an Android app with Android Studio.
Surprise!
So in the previous semester I took a class which is Android development, and I had some good examples that I made in the class, but after my MacBook passed away, every single data is gone, so I needed to choose one of examples from my professor. So it's not gonna be that difficult, but it's easy, basic, simple calculator app. And there is another thing. I was gonna use my actual device to show you how the app is going to look like and etc. But apparently I cannot, because there is a certain app to connect my phone and my laptop, but to install that console application in my laptop I need to use a lot of data, but in this hotel the Wi-Fi is very limited, so I don't think that's worth it. So rather than that, I'm gonna use AVD, which is Android Virtual Device, and that's pretty good too, but I'm not sure if I can do this very well because I've never done this before. Wish me luck! When you open the Android Studio, on the left side, you will see project windows. And there are two big parts, which are layout and activity. Let's take a look. The layout part first is basically a design view. And in this rectangular area, you can add some components, for example, text boxes and buttons, edit box, and etc. And in the layout part, XML code, you'll see how the components are defined, and each of the components has its own ID. And the next part is activity. In activity, you can add functions, how the components in layout have to act. The first thing what we have to do in activity is declaring variables with the components type. In line 29, can you see onCreate method? This is where you initialize your activity. And using line 31, set contents view, you can put layout file's name to connect this activity and the layout XML file. And look at the mouse pointer on line 36. This is from the button ID and layout file. And let's move on to next method, which is button plus clicked. This is also defined with onClick function in XML, so that the code whatever we write in this method will be executed. Here is if and else condition, and let's say we are in else block here. This is the place we actually add first and second number. So for example, 1 plus 3 is gonna be 4, so the result will be 4, and the result 4 will be displayed in text view output, which is defined in XML2. So you see the blue box there, the result will be there. The next method is pretty much the same as previous one. So we get two integer values from user, and we're going to check if those numbers are null or not. If it's null, we're going to use the toast message. If it's not null, we're going to actually multiply two numbers, and it's going to be the result value. And here we're using parseInt. This is for casting, because you see S1 and S2, those are string values. So we need to change this to integer, so that's why we're using that. And that's all. Let's run it. And I'm going to use a VD emulator as I mentioned before. Look at the layout. It's exactly the same as the layout view, the way I put the components in it. And to test it, let's put number 4 multiply by number 5, and the result will be 20. And if I don't put anything in there, see the toast message, there is no value. And this is what I did today. Bye.
괜찮아 좀 뻔뻔해도 그렇게 펀하게 come play with